Okay. What's happening, everyone? Welcome on back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling well. Hope you're having a lovely day out there wherever you may be. Today we are listening to Julian and Cope. We are going to listen to the track Reynard the Fox, which is off of the album Fried, which was released in 1996. You know what would have been smart of me? To have the name of whoever suggested this up front, ready and at 'em, but I did not. But some quick typing, we got it. This song is recommended and suggested by Andrew Garrett. So Andrew, thank you so much for the suggestion. Thank you so much for the recommendation. Without further ado, hey, take a sip. Freshly brewed coffee, always a good time. Let's listen to the song. We'll get into it. We'll talk about it after. Let's go. Let me turn it up a little bit. Backwards guitar in there.
Hey, in the pouring rain, when the smell of terror brings 1,000 eyes, the red men come again. They kill my children and they kill my wife, and then they leave me bleeding. Family dead, just freaking out, bleeding. Stoned in the gutter, empty of my color. And fried, taken to the side, body twitch from side to side. I'm fried, taken to the side, body twitch from side to side. Run,
Ooh, I like that. That is cool.
Well, the call-up sounds to the real indeed. But do you really want to know how we rode into freedom on whimsy and greed? And greed said your time is over. I don't see any gallant calls. I don't see an inch of grief except to leave me bleeding. I'm fried, taken to the side, body twitch from side to side. I'm fried, taken to the side, body twitch from side to side.
That line right there is so good. I love that bass line. Scratchy guitar solo on top. Great track.
Reynard left and went to Warwickshire, to a mound near a railway line with canals and a freezing swamp. He climbs high up above the countryside and breathes freely. To the south he could see Polesworth, and to the north he could just make out the ruins of the priory where Joss and I played cricket as children. We were only 3 miles away, probably drinking tea and talking. the same time as he was taking the Stanley knife out of the bag. He pushed the point into his stomach until the light shone right through.
Okay.
And then he reached down and he took the bag. It's a plastic bag with plastic handles and plastic sides.
Okay. Okay. What kind of barn burner is this? That guitar is so like springy. That is like so heavy and just rambunctious in its own way. Jeez, I don't know what they got into at the very end there, but they got into something, a bag of something, and it turned their heart rates up, and they went for it. That was a barn burner at the very end. I see and hear a lot of like gospel drummers, like when they're playing heavy and like fast, that's that kind of beat that they're doing. But the guitar is just, it has this really springy, kind of wiry sound about it that just kind of adds this chaotic momentum that the band has gotten into at that point. And the momentum has begun from the very beginning. Fat bass line, really? You know I'm going to mention it, right? Like, come on, let's get it out the way. I'm going to mention the bass line. Bass is going to be played here, actually by Julian, who's handling, obviously, the vocals. He's handling rhythm guitar, piano, and organ, of which I did really enjoy that organ that was sprinkled in there as well. How that grew up from the verse, predominantly coming forward in the chorus. And that, come on, the way that Julian delivers in that moment, in the final part of the pre-chorus right there, oh, that is fantastic. He just gets into a spitfire, like just lava-ish delivery. That is good. That is really, really good. And then about halfway through, of course, you get that break where it's just the bass line and faint drums in the back. Well, speaking of which, the production on this is like very faint and scattered and kind of echoey, pushed into the back of the room. Made me think that something was wrong with my stuff on my end, but no, because I just played David Sylvian and he was sounding quite nice, just to make sure. But I like that little break, and then of course we have some monologue that comes in as well, which starts down here and then slowly gets even more passionate, gets even more fiery, until eventually he yells out something about someone spilling their guts, or what was it that he said? Let me see. Spilled his guts all over the stage, and that's when it jumps straight head first into that river that is just flowing nonstop, just going. That was a really cool track. I really enjoyed the structure of that whole thing, and just how it had this groove predominantly because of the bass, but the way that the narration of the story and the delivery of those lyrics is kind of playful, listening to this, but at the same time very pointed. Hey, in the pouring rain, when the smell of terror brings 1,000 eyes, the red men come again, they kill my children and they kill my wife, and then they leave me bleeding, family dead, just freaking out bleeding, stoned in the gutter, empty of my color. I'm fried, ticking in the side, body twitched from side to side. Run, Reynard, run. You gotta run for an hour and you're still not done. You gotta run, Reynard. Run away. So, it's like this person, someone has come and killed their family, attacked their village, whatever's happening. He's the lone survivor, and he's saying, I gotta get away, I gotta get out of here. He's injured and on the run. Hey, in the ice and snow, when the call-up sounds to the real indeed. But do you really want to know how he rode into freedom on whimsy and greed? And greed said, your time is over. I don't see any gallant calls. I don't see an inch of reflex set to leave me bleeding, bleeding, bleeding. So they're pursuing him. They've perhaps taken over his land in the pursuit of greed. And now that greed is kind of turning on him. And then that part near the end, Reynard left and went to Warwickshire to a mountain near a railway line. Sorry, my R's and W's. With canals and a freezing swamp to climb high above the countryside and breathe freely. We were only 3 miles away, probably drinking tea and talking at the same time as he was. Taking the Stanley knife out of the bag, he pushed the points into his stomach until the light shined right through. Then he reached down, he took the bag, it's a plastic bag, spilled his guts all over the stage. Is this some sort of demonstration and protest to something? I don't know. I don't know 100% sure. I think I lost the plot near the end. But now that I'm thinking about it, let me tell you guys just what just happened. I'm looking at the lyrics. I'm going through them as you heard. And then I scrolled up and I remembered the name of the song. Reynard. The fox. Fox hunting. And if not literal fox hunting, at least making a comparison between it. And actually, interestingly enough, there's a Wikipedia article about Reynard the Fox. Did you guys hear someone beeping? What are y'all doing out there? Stop playing. Reynard the Fox is a literary cycle of medieval allegorical Dutch, English, French, and German fables. The stories are largely concerned with the main character Reynard, an anthropomorphic fox trickster figure. His adventures usually involve his deceiving other animals for his own advantage or trying to avoid their retaliatory efforts. I have never heard of him or this story. So, okay, we can kind of compare the two. We can kind of put this together now. Obviously, there's a lot of context and history I'm missing on it. But I can kind of put, okay, I see where they're going. I see where they're going with that a little bit more. Anyways. Cool song, though. Let me know what you guys thought of it in the comments down below. You can follow me over on Twitter. You can support the channel on Patreon. Thank you, as always, for being here. Come on back tomorrow. And I'll see you guys then, guys. Bye.